Right, Sam's ready.
Okay, once upon a time there were some students who wasn't. Once upon a time there were some students. What wasn't known is what was going to happen next. They went to Cineworld to watch Inferno, but the queue was really busy, so they waited until the queue had gone down before they got their tickets to see Inferno. Later that afternoon they went to see Frankie and Benny's for lunch. They had really excellent customer service. The students who were in their 20s. They lived in the cook's area. The next day they went to lectures at the University of Sheffield. However, what wasn't to be known is their lectures would be cancelled. There was no explanation as to why the lectures were cancelled. But they went to find out. That why the lectures had been cancelled. It was a really strange situation for the students. Later that evening, the students went out to the students' union and had some drinks before they would go back home to do some university work. The next day, the students went to university and they went to do their lectures before they decided what to do in the evening. They decided they would stay at home and watch television. They decided they would watch Pilots on BBC One before they would do their work for university, before they would go to bed and settle down for the night. Next day, the students had breakfast before they went to their lectures. Later evening, the students returned home when they saw something didn't look quite right. It looked like someone had broken into the house, but what wasn't known at the time is how did these people get into the house. It would be a mystery how these people were able to get into the house. No one knew how they got in. They were really confused as to how they were able to get into the house. The next day, the police were on the lookout for the suspects who had broken into the house. However, the suspects who were on the run, these suspects were described with an Eastern European accent believed to be from Polska, Poland. They were very dangerous individuals. Two of them are known to speak a little English. They speak a bit of English, but not a lot. The following day, the hunt was still on for the suspects. But as of yet, there was no sign of them. Nobody knew where they were. However, they might have been a sign of them. They were on a train to go to London St Pancras. The person on the train came forward. The police who were working with the police in London waited on the platform for the suspects. Late that afternoon, the suspects arrived into London St Pancras, and the police handcuffed the suspects, and they would have to fly back to Poland, where they would spend a life sentence. The suspects flew back to Poland, where Polish police handcuffed them, covered behind bars. They were travelling with a fake passport. The next day, the students had decided they would go to Cineworld to do some shopping. They jumped on the tram, but the conductor was using really personal remarks towards these students. The conductor was losing control and they were in danger of losing their job. The next day, the conductor went into the office where Stagecoach Supertram are based, and the employee decided to get rid of the conductor who was making really personal remarks towards the students. They explained their reasons. They were getting rid of the employee. So why they were getting rid of the employee? The next day, the students they were trying to reflect on the very bad experience the conductor who used to work for Stagecoach Supertram. The following day, the students went to church up at Encliffe Village. But what would happen would be nothing short of embarrassing, man. They were being followed to the church. Where they go to something. Where they go. Something didn't look right. The students didn't know what. Follow to the church where they go to, sorry. Something didn't look right. The students didn't know what was going on. They were really confused as to why there were some individuals following them to the church at Encliffe Village. But one thing that was for sure, the students were determined to keep doing what they were doing. They were really confused as to why they were being followed. It was a real mystery as to why the students were being followed. However, one of the students, they contacted the police and informed the individuals who were following them to the church at Encliffe Village. It was despicable what they were doing. The next day, these individuals were caught and they were sentenced to life in prison for their involvement in following the students who were following the students who all they were doing was just minding their business. The next day, the students they were interviewed by the police so they could give their version of events as to what happened on the Sunday afternoon when they were going to church at Encliffe Village. The next day, the police interviewed the suspects so they could give their version of events. However, what they were saying to the police was not true. They denied they were following the students. When the police knew what they were saying, when the police knew that what they were saying to them was not true, and in fact they were following the students who are known to go to the church at Encliffe Village. The next day, the students they prepared for their presentation that they had to do for their assignment that they had to hand in to their teacher. The next day, the students did their presentation, and the teacher, they were really happy with how the students did their presentation. They were really impressed with the presentations that the students did the following day. Some students, they appeared on Pointless. When they made it to the Pointless final, they also got a Pointless answer in the final and went home with the money. The next day, the students, they went to their lectures and handed in their coursework that they had been accepted by the teachers. Late afternoon, the students went to the Howard and went for a drink, but what wasn't known is that the Howard was not open, so they decided they would go to Common and play a couple of games of pool, and then they decided they would go to couch and play some board games. The next day, it was the students' day off, and they decided they would go to York for the day with their girlfriends. Late afternoon, they returned to the house and they decided they would make a chili con carne for their tea. Late that evening, they watched Benefit Street on Channel 4. They decided then they would go to the gym at the Hilton and do their workouts. The next day, the students went into university. They were back in after their day off. After their day off the previous day. Later that evening, the students, they went to watch Sheffield Sharks at the EIS. The next day, they went to university, but what they weren't to know is that they were being followed when they were on their way to university. But the suspect who was following them to university, they were handcuffed and taken to prison. Later that evening, they decided to go out for a meal. They went to Nando's, but they were fully booked, so they decided they would go to Lloyd's bar, where they would have no problem in getting a table. They had a cheeseburger and chips, and they had a pint of Guinness. The end of Jenkinson were done.
Very good.
Yeah.